much. He raises. I'm glad I folded, and he folds too. So just like that, we were the chip leader. Now we're down to 15,000, and we are in last out of all four. So halfway in there with this hand on the small. I got a limper. I flopped open-ended. I can get a 9 or ace for a straight, but typically with the board paired, it's not too, it's not too good of a flop. And I'm just gonna fold it because he's betting pretty big. I just had a draw, not a very good draw, and if I hit, it's not too sure if it's good. So, and I will fold this hand. I also wanted to say, guys, if my mic isn't that loud, I apologize. I'm trying to find the volume on here, but I'm not too sure with this program that I'm using how the volume works. So, okay, we'll pick up aces again. Like I said, aces have been good to me. Maximum raise. I would like them to just fold. I do have ace-king suited and an ace-8 for the low, which is not a very good low, but at least I have one. So fold, fold. And aces back-to-back in the big blind. So if somebody comes after my blinds this time, I am going to maximum raise them. He just limps. He just limps. I'm still going to maximum raise, make it 8,000. It's hard to call, because I'm going to put the rest of my chips in on the flop, and they know that. I'm already halfway all in, so they're probably just going to fold. He doesn't. I don't like the call at all. But I am committed to the pot, and I will be going all in. All I have is a pair of aces. Good thing is there's only one card to a low. Bad thing is he just called me so quickly with two pair. Okay, so we're going to end up making half the pot back because we made a low with our ace-8. So I got pretty lucky, but he made some pretty bad calls. So I'm not sure if we got lucky or if he got lucky. I did pick up 1,000 in chips from that guy's limp. So here we are with not much of anything again, but I will limp in, see what happens on the flop. Okay, so I flopped a wrap, which means I have 5, 6, 7. 3 cards in between the 4 and the 8 that can make me a straight. I do have a deuce 5 for the low. It's not a horrible hand. I don't want to see a bet, though. I'd like to see a check, which I get. And I did not make my straight. Or excuse me, I made a straight with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But it's not the greatest of straights. But I still have, excuse me, I still have a low draw. There is a diamond draw. But I'm not too proud of my straight. I do like that card, though. What that gives me is a better low. There's 10,000 out there in the pot. And chances that he has both of my hands beat, because I do have a deuce 5 for the low and a straight for the high. The chances that he has both of those cards beat are hard to call this bet. I make it 10,000. So I get the whole pot rather than just half the pot, which is probably what I would have gotten. But I might have had him beat in both pots. So okay, I'm gonna. Well, I was gonna fold this hand, but I'm not. I'm just gonna do a min raise. Coming after the blinds. I have a low hand with the ace-6, ace-king high, and a couple cards that could be random. So I really want the blinds, though. And like I said, this guy has the connection issues. So if his timer runs out, he just folds on automatic. Okay, so I have a couple straight draws. A 9 gives me a straight. A queen gives me a straight. I'm not going to bet, though. There's my straight. I did make a small straight. I do have a flush draw as well. Now I'm more confident in my hand, so I will bet 4,000, and he folds. Okay, so we're in the big blind. Not much again. We have a limp, and I will check. So I just flopped a pair of 9s with a straight draw, or excuse me, a 2 pair. I have top 2 pair, jacks and 9s. Sometimes it's hard to see everything that you flop, but I flopped top 2 pair. There is a straight possible. Only one card to a low. Now there's 2 cards to a low. Nobody bet the flop at all. This guy seems to bet like that a little bit. He tends to stab. We're gonna raise it. We're gonna make it 6,000. I want to see how he reacts to that. Because there's a club draw out there. He could be on a club draw. So could he. But I do have top 2 pair. I don't think anybody has a straight because nobody bet the flop. And he's betting weak. That's the best card I could have asked for. Gives me the nuts. High and low. He can't beat me either way. So now here's a standard value bet. I want him to call. It's 6,000. A third of the pot, because I just want him to call. And he does. So Got exactly what I wanted, and I won a big one. I'm up to 44,000. In the small blind, all kinds of lows and straight possibilities. I really like that bet that I did there, 6,000. It made him almost impossible for him to fold because there was 18 in the pot. So, okay, 6,000 and an all-in. We're going to fold and watch this one play out. I like this hand, though. I can't play it for that much. Bunch of decent starting hands. Looks like this guy flopped a straight with King Jack and will double up. Okay, so pocket nines, ace 10 suited. He's all in, or no, excuse me, not all in, just raising it. Big raise. I will fold that one. I'm the big chip leader now, so I can let them kind of battle it out. At least guarantee myself some more money. He's all in. He's going to have to call it. He's committed. Hopefully this guy calls too, so there'll be a three-way all in. Nope, he folds. He's going to have to call it. He does. You can see that he's raising with some garbage. This guy flopped the nuts. Seven's full of threes. No low for this guy. So, oh, excuse me, he does have a low. Sometimes it's hard to see all those hands, but... Okay, just a pair of sixes. I mean, I don't really have a whole lot of possibilities. I'm not going to come in for a raise. I'm going to let them, gamble it out more. I have a bigger chip stack. I don't need to be putting my money around so loosely. So try and let them battle it out. Blinds are up to 1,250 and 2,500. I don't have much in the big blind, and they both fold. I got too many chips for them to want to battle with me. Not much in the small blind. He's all in. It's going to be an easy fold. And he calls, so let's see it. Looks like the ace-high flush up here is going to take the pot. Okay, so they're just trading their chips back and forth, and I'm milking them for some here and there. Now we'll fold that one. And we got another all-in. These two guys are getting it all in there. Hopefully one of them goes out. Well, only this guy can go out, but... And I think he will. So we are down to 3. And take a look at the lobby. Guaranteed $24 from a $3 buy-in. Not bad. Next player out will make $35 and then $56. So those are the 3 payouts. Not bad from a $3 buy-in. And he's all in, so hopefully he goes out and we'll be guaranteed $36. Well, he hits his ace, so that's good for us. No jack and it's over. All right, we're down to 2 players. So we're heads up. We're basically tied in chips. Guaranteed $36. We're playing for 50 or 56. So this tournament started out with me losing my power, left and right. Flop 2 pair here. We're heads up, so we're going to see a lot more just random betting. There is a low draw, which just hit, and I just have 2 pair. We'll easily check that one down. He made better 2 pair, 5s and 9s, so I lose the first one. He raised it up. I don't have much. He made it 3 times. He's running away with it. It's not over, though. I got a pair of 9s. I'm going to min raise. Pair of 9s, 5, 6. Now I have a flush draw and 2 pair of 5s and 6s. So we're going to try and get him out of there. We don't want him staying with his low draw. But he does stay in. And just hit the low draw. And I still have just 2 pair. He basically puts me all in. It's a big all in. I don't have a low. I gotta fold it. It's unfortunate. I just have 2 pair. There's an easy straight. I was probably, iffy fold, but now I'm in gamble mode. I have to put it in there and not be so worried about that. Okay, so very good starting hand here. We'll min raise it. We're on the button. I don't want him to go anywhere. Hopefully he raises it, to be honest. He doesn't, so I flop the nuts. 3 of a kind aces with the nut low draw and deuce 4. I want all the money in this pot as possible. So we're going to min bet it. Hopefully he stays in. And he does. I still have the nuts. try and put a little more in there. Commit myself to the pot. 7,500, half the pot. Now he's thinking because he knows this is a chance for him to win the tournament on whatever draw he has. So I have aces full. I'm not going to lose the hand unless he has quad threes. And he might be forced to pay this off, but there's no other bet for me but to go all in. So I hope he pays it off. And he does. So just like that, we're back up to the chip lead with that double up. And I'm not going to be pausing the video anymore because we are just heads up. Just two players. So there's a lot of raises going on, but that's just the nature of this play, or this heads up tournament. So I flop pretty good. I like my hand. I have ace-4 for the low already, and I have a straight draw with my 4-6. And I'm going to try and get it all in here. I mean, he's probably not going to fold because he just committed himself. But I have a big draw, and I already have a pretty good low hand. So could be the last hand, though. So he's got the nut low. Nope, no pair, though. And that's going to do it. He takes it all with no pair. Neither one of us hit our draws, and his ace, better ace high, won the hand. Unfortunate, but that's sometimes the case with Omaha. So I go all in and he folds. And we still have a chance, but he's got us crushed. So, and I'm basically not going to fold any hand here. I just can't afford. I'm basically committed to every pot. This isn't a horrible hand to start with. You can see that he's calling with just as much garbage, and he flops a lot better than I did with his king. And I just hit my ace on the river, which is going to split the pot. He's got deuce 3 for the nut low. So, like I said, I'm putting my money in basically every chance that I have, and I have to because he's got me so out chipped. Deuce 3, king, queen. Not horrible, but we're heads up. Got me crushed. And I think he's going to end up with a hand. Whoa, I hit my deuce on the river. So I double up. That was basically the only card that I could have hit to win. Climbing back. And I'm going in again. I got an ace-3 for the low, ace-queen for the high. Get it all in there. Try and get back in there and double up again. He's got ace-king. Ace-deuce. He's got me crushed again. And he hits his king. I get my nut low. We're going to split it up. There's a grueling little heads-up battle. This is a hand that I'm not too excited about getting all in there. I have 16,000 in chips, so I'm not too excited. But I did flop 3 of a kind 4s, so it's good flop. I will min raise. He bet 3,000. He folds it. Ace-3 again, ace-queen. 3 cards to a low. I'm going to get it in there. Quick thinking here. I'm just doing real quick thinking, but you kind of have to. But I know the cards. I have the better ace-3 for the low. And he flops golden flush. And I get the straight on the bottom. So we're going to split it up again. Oh, he flopped quad 5, so I didn't see that. So he flops quad 5s and still loses half the pot. So it's part of the game. Okay, so I flopped a flush. Min raise. He does the same play. Okay, we're going to get it in there and just have a flush. No low draw. I mean, 1 card out there, but I have to call with my flush. And he just happened to flop a better flush. So I need 2 low cards, and that's not it. It's going to be over for sure. All right, guys. That sucks. 2 people flop a flush. It's okay, though, because I did manage to turn $3 into $36. Basically doubling up my bankroll from what it was. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching the tournament. And I appreciate your guys' time. So have a good one, guys. We'll see you next time.